Hi ho, hi ho. Where are we going? We there yet? I hope so. Hi ho. Anybody here? Let's see. Where's it at? There it is. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. That didn't work. Well, I'm live. Oh, there it is. Took it a minute. Anyhow, alrighty. I'll give this a few minutes. See if anybody shows up. Hello, hello, hello. Do 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 do. How the hell is everybody today? Yeah. Well, anyhow, okay. The title of this one is Limits. No need to fact check it. No need to do anything. Just listen. Think for yourselves. Because everything has limits. I would love to know what limits the people in the House of Representatives have. The people in...
Hello?
Yes, I am. No, nobody's here. Yet. Let's see, the House of Representatives. Those in Congress, what are their limits? Now I know there's another one, and I just had it on the tip of my tongue, and it's gone now. And the limits of President Trump. What's his limits? How far is he willing to go? Because I'm on Twitter, and I'm seeing a lot of posts of everything that's going on, and I mean everything. Hi, sexy mama. That's my sexy mama.
No way.
Where was I? Yeah. I'm on Twitter. I'm seeing everything that's going on that's not being posted on MSN, mainstream media. The first time I watched mainstream media since all this shit started was the whatever idiot agency at the White House started doing the transition of power to Biden. Sorry, but whoops. Didn't mean to block you out. Excuse me, with my hand there. Yeah, they're doing starting the transition of power to Joe Biden. And I'm sorry, but that fucking pedophile will never be my president. Because he's violated his oath of office for 47 fucking years. He's done absolutely jack and shit from America. I almost said my country. But it's not just my country. It's our country. But what really tweaks my feather, something that all of y'all should be thinking about. What is your limit? Yeah. What is your limit? As an American citizen, what is your limit? We are bound by laws. What laws, might you ask? Good thing you asked. Because there are so many laws. Not everybody knows them. There isn't a single person that knows every single law out there. None. I don't give a fuck if it's a cop, average person, or a judge, or a politician. They don't know all the damn laws. But a lot of those laws, I would say most of those laws, are unjust and unlawful. Because there's one thing that trumps everything out there in America. And I don't give a fuck what agency you are. I don't give a fuck what country you're from. The laws set forth in this trump everything else. And I'm willing to bet, not very many people know what's in here. Let me look here, because there's a specific passage I want to read for all of y'all. Okay, there's at the end of the book, the end of the Constitution book, written by Alexander Hamilton. The sacred rights of mankind are not to be rummaged for among old parchments or musty records. They are written as with a sunbeam in the whole volume of human nature by the hand of the divinity itself, and can never be erased or obscured by mortal power. By Alexander Hamilton. Now, what I'm looking for. Give me a minute. Oh, the other part of the government was the Senate. that I was thinking of. Okay, there it is. Article 3, Section 3, page 13. Article 3, Section 3 of the Constitution. Tyranny. Let's read it. Or treason. Same thing as tyranny. Treason against the United States shall consist only in levying war against them or in adhering to their enemies, giving them aid and comfort. No person shall be convicted of treason unless on the testimony of 2 witnesses to the same overt act, or on confession in open court. How often has Biden done business deals with China? Not only to make his pocket bigger, but to sell out America to them. He's openly admitted doing this with whatever fucking sand-covered country over in the Middle East. Quid pro quo. Quid pro quo. I can't talk tonight. Sorry. The Congress shall have power to declare the punishment of treason, but no attainder of treason shall work corruption of blood or forfeiture except during the life of the person attainted. So there you have it. Let me see what they say about tyranny. I'm not seeing it in supreme law of the land, Constitution. Let's see, what's that say? The power is not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, nor prohibited by it to the states, are preserved to the states respectively, or to the people. That is Amendment 10. I know it's in here. Oh, when I find what I'm looking for, believe me, I'll let you know. Because in layman's terms, it says when our government gets tyrannical, we can overthrow it. And I'm looking for that so I get the wording correct. I know I should have done this before I started, but bear with me. This is funny. Amendment 14. Section 1. All persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. No state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges, turn the page, or immunities of citizens of the United States, nor shall any state deprive any persons of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor deny to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of the laws. Hey Newsom, this goes to you, Mr. Tyrannical Crack Fuck. Ooh, here's one, and I think all of y'all gonna like this. Amendment 15. The right of the citizens of the United States to vote shall not be denied or abridged by the United States or by any state in account of race, color, or previous condition of servitude. Does that not mean that released felons can vote? Section 2 of Amendment 15. The Congress shall have power to enforce this article by appropriate legislation. Yeah. Oh, wait a second. Amendment 17. The Senate of the United States should be, that's Senate, not Congress. Well, anyhow, it says that they have a 6-year term limit. Boom. The Senate of the United States shall be composed of 2 senators from each state, not by how many people that live in that damn state, but by the state, 2 senators each, elected by the people thereof for 6 years, and each senator shall have 1 vote. The electors in each state shall have the qualifications requisite for electors of the most numerous branch of the state legislative. This is, told you I can't talk. This amendment shall not be construed as to affect the election or term of any senator chosen before it becomes valid as part of the Constitution. Okay, I've read 19, I do believe. The right of the citizens to vote shall not be denied or abridged by the United States or by any state or account of sex. On account of sex. Congress shall have power to enforce this article by appropriate legislation. Congress shall assemble at least once in every year, and such meeting shall begin at noon on the third day of January. This they shall by law appoint a different day. That means they ain't worth $174,000 fucking dollars a year. If I only did my job one day a year, I wouldn't have a damn job. Ooh, here's one that's definitely for everybody to understand because they already know it, or at least anybody with half a fucking brain. Amendment 20, Section 3. If at the time fixed for the beginning of the term of the President-elect shall have died, the Vice President-elect shall become President. Hey, I'm just reading it as it's written. If a president shall not have been chosen before the time fixed for the beginning of his term, or if the President-elect shall have failed to qualify, then the Vice President-elect shall act as President until a President shall have qualified, and the Congress, here we go, and the Congress may by law provide for the case wherein neither a President-elect nor a Vice President-elect shall have qualified, declaring who shall then act as President, or the manner in which one who is to act shall be selected, and such person shall act accordingly until a President or Vice President shall have qualified. Okay, this one is very serious. And we're getting really close, I think, to what I'm looking for. So, Biden is mentally incapable of holding the office of president. Is that what Pelosi was meaning when she was getting Article 25 prepared? So that means Nepad Harris will become president automatically. And who would be vice president under her? Yeah, Pelosi. Not on my watch, people. Not on my watch. Okay. Congress made by law, Section 4. May by law provide for the case of the death of any of the persons from whom the House of Representatives may choose a president whenever the right of choice shall have devolved upon them, and for the case of the death of any of the persons from whom the Senate may choose a vice president whenever the right of choice shall have devolved upon them. Okay. I think I'm a little further than what I wanted to be. I believe it was in the beginning of all this, before, but I could be mistaken. It happens sometimes. Okay. Amendment 25, Section 2. This is important, people. You know this. I don't have to tell you it's important. You know it's fucking important. Whenever there is a vacancy in the office of the Vice President, the President shall nominate a Vice President who shall take office upon confirmation by a majority vote of both houses of Congress. So, Pelosi doesn't automatically become Vice President. No. It has to be voted on in Congress. And from my understanding right now, Democrats ain't got shit in Congress. But then again, we do have rhinos in there. Okay. I'm going to have to go to the beginning of this. Declaration of Independence. It might be in there. I think it is. Declaration of Independence, not the Bill of Rights. Sorry. But that's okay, because the Bill of Rights is part of the Declaration of Independence. When, in the course of human events, it becomes necessary for one people, us, Americans, to dissolve the political bands, Democrats, which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitled them. A decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation. Okay. Pursued that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. Hello? Hey, Washington, D.C., are you listening? Because I don't think you are. You get your power from us. Let me read that again. Deriving... Correction, let me back up a second. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. That whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it, and to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to effect their safety and happiness. So, that is what I was looking for. That is word for word what the Constitution says. And in layman terms, plain simple English for the everyday American to understand, when those in D.C., those in political state power, state politics, get tyrannical, the people of said state, of said country, can overthrow them, legally overthrow the people in power and replace them with people that will stick to this. So where's your limit? How far is Trump going to let this shit show go on? Oh, I know, when Bush was in office, whatever the fuck his name was, declared president for what, 30 days, a month, before everything came to light. Oh no, he's not president, Bush is. So I'm just waiting. And I know everybody says Trump plays 5D, 3D chess, now it's 5D chess, 15 steps ahead. What's your limit? Hey Trump, what's your limit? We're seeing the limit of the Democrats. We see how far they've gone. And they've been pushing to get that far for 50 odd years, maybe longer, because their biggest step, and you could take this with a grain of salt, you could agree with me, if you don't agree with me, that section down there, tell me why you don't agree with me. But their biggest step was their first one. And that was the public assassination of John Fitzgerald Kennedy. That's also why the president, since then, doesn't drive around in a nice, well, that was a Lincoln, but there is no such thing as a nice Lincoln, sorry. My opinion, some people like them, I personally don't. Convertible. Now, we're not going to get into the conspiracy theories of what bullet killed him, because it doesn't matter at the moment. Shh. How many bullets hit him? How fast can one man over 1,000 yards away pull a trigger and hit him from different directions when the man himself never turned? But that's a different subject altogether. No, the Democrats' biggest step is when they did that. The second biggest step is when, how can I put this? In the late 60s, getting a little tired. The late 60s, when they adopted the rest of, hey Duke, about time you showed up. Told you I was going. When they finally adopted the rest of the Socialist Party of America's ideals, yeah, they packed the bags and said, we don't need to be here. And when Congress and whatnot asked why, I was like, well, Duke, I went through the Constitution, read a few of the Bill of Rights, and because there was a piece I was looking for, and I'll catch you up real quick. Nope. Okay, here we go. Well, okay, I'll scoot up a half a sentence or more. We hold these truths to be self-evident. Oh, nope. That was... I'll start at the beginning. When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them, a decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation. That kind of makes sense, right? We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights. That among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Nowhere does it say that you're going to be happy. It just says the pursuit of happiness. Chase it. Chase being happy. Good luck catching it. Okay. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, they turn tyrannical. It is the right of the people to alter or abolish it, and to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. And that's what I basically just got finished reading before you showed up. Yeah, I read almost the whole page, but that's okay. That's the part I was looking for. So, I was asking Congress, what's their limit? How far are they going to let this shit show continue? House of Representatives, same thing. President Trump, Vice President Pence. But I'm not seeing anybody really attack Pence. They're attacking Trump. They've attacked him since before his inauguration. How long is he going to let this shit show continue before he basically puts his foot up somebody's ass? Yeah, I know. He's playing 20D chess. He's 5 million steps ahead of him. Blah, blah, blah. Well, for a lot of folks like me, you, and anybody else that decides to watch this after I'm done being live, put your comments down below there. Don't forget to give me the like. He is at that, yes. What's his limit? How far is he going to let it go before it puts a screeching halt to it all? I mean, I saw on the news, first time I've watched mainstream media in God since the shit show started, that they're starting the transfer, the transfer of power. So Trump can easily exit and Biden can easily enter. Go to SCOTUS. That's where all of these lawsuits are going. Every single one of them. All the voter fraud, every state, every mayor, everybody that's connected to it, with all the whistleblowers coming out, and all the proof that's already there, video proof, audio proof, whistleblower testimony proof. I mean, it's all going to SCOTUS. All of it. So, all these dingleberries saying, but Biden was voted. Not once in my memory have I ever heard of a president not being elected on election night. I've heard him running it until 2, 3 o'clock in the morning counting votes. But not once. Am I coming through okay? Not once have I heard them say, oh, it's 10 o'clock, we're going to call it quits for the night. We'll come back tomorrow and finish. Come back tomorrow and where the hell did all these votes come from? These weren't here when we left last night. Those are illegal votes. Voting is closed. The counting's closed. Whoever has the fucking count the most, when you stop, that's who has the fucking presidency. Not all this mail-in fraud voting. Yes, I understand, what's the name of it? Absentee ballots. Because everybody in the service is an absentee ballot. Every single one of them. Because not one of them well, maybe one or two, and the whole military is stationed in their, not just home state, but hometown, where they are registered to vote. Not very many. So, I say, with my very limited political knowledge, Biden can go sniff a fucking padded cell. Harris too. And Pelosi, I would love to watch the judge take the book of laws, not just a little pocket book like this. I mean, however big whoa, no falling over, damn it. However big and thick the book of laws are, and just beat the living shit out of Pelosi. I would love to watch that. In court. On live TV. I want to watch that. For every fucking law that bitch has ever broken while holding the Speaker of the House office. Shit. Fuck. Before that, since she's been in politics. I just want to watch him do it. I also believe you don't need to fact check this, because this is my personal belief. I also believe that all those in Congress passing all this shit, should have their pay cut to minimum wage. See how quick things get done. Oh, but it won't matter. They're already millionaires. Nope. Freeze their assets. Freeze their assets. Just like the damn drug dealers that the cops bust. You freeze their assets. You take their property. It ain't theirs no more. Cars, trucks, boats, planes, yachts, it doesn't matter. Bank accounts, and I don't give a fuck if they're in the goddamn Cayman Islands or in the Swiss Alps. They forfeit, every one of them. Take all that goddamn money that they fucking got. And let me tell you, most of it is not from $174,000 a year. Most of it's from kickbacks and lobbyists. Now tell me who the fuck writes the goddamn rules, the laws. It's the damn lobbyist. And you know what lobbyists are called in every other country? They're not called lobbyists. Bribers. They're bribes. We'll give you this if you do this for us. If you make this into law, we'll pay you that much. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Please. correct my thinking. If you can't, I know I'm right. Lobbying should be, no. The way lobbying is in America today, right now, has been for the past 40 plus years, needs to be outlawed. And anybody doing it, book of law thrown at them. Hit them with every law that they're breaking. Unfortunately, I don't believe, yeah, there is. It's called bribery. I was about to say I don't think there's a law against lobbying, but yeah, it's called bribery in simple English terms. How about that? Oh, but we're going to change the meaning of these words and that word, and you don't know the meanings of these words, so you just think they're this, but they're really that. That's politics for you, and I don't play that bullshit game. And I know a lot of people, a lot of Americans are fed up with it. Really, really. Let's see here. Article 3. Nope. Back to the amendments, because this one really, here's a couple of them for you. Amendment 1. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. Hello, Newsom. Open the fucking churches, asshole. Or abridge the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. The right of the people to peaceably assemble. That's been 2020, everything's fucked. Because when people peaceably assemble to protest, they are attacked and beaten, and the cops don't do shit about it to those attacking them, but they'll arrest the people that are peaceably protesting, that protect themselves, that fight back. Hello, Kyle Rittenhouse, ring the bell. Because Mr. Kyle Rittenhouse exercised his Second Amendment rights. Now, nowhere in this do I see an age. Amendment 2. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. I guess all these fucking politicians in D.C. forgot that part. Because every fucking law they've made about guns, firearms, has been against the Constitution. Oh, you have to have a permit to carry. Right there, baby. Right there. And I guarantee, if you look into the damn Constitution, it says any laws that are written and passed that go against the Constitution and Bill of Rights is null and void. So they're not laws at all. And yet, for the past 50 fucking years or more, because I don't exactly remember when they passed that law that you have to have a carry permit. That's the first infringement of the Second Amendment. Tell me I'm wrong. Please, tell me I'm wrong. Exactly. Exactly, Duke. Permit this. Now, I was talking to a police officer a while back, and up until then, to my knowledge, that I've been told from police, sheriffs, lawyers, modern firearms are illegal to have if you're a felon. Does not include muzzle loaders, black powder, anything that's black powder. But if it takes a cartridge, a bullet, a modern bullet, it's illegal for them. But muzzle loaders of any kind, black powder, any like cap and ball, perfectly legal. Hell, a goddamn felon can have a fucking cannon, for Christ's sake. But as I was saying, not too long ago I was talking to an officer of the law. Anything with a trigger is illegal for a felon to have. Crossbows, black powder guns, firearms, because a muzzle loader, black powder, because it does not take a cartridge, a bullet. Trebuchet, baby, trebuchet. The hell with the catapult, trebuchet. Get bigger shit in it. Anything that has a trigger is illegal for a felon to have. No, I'm sorry. A lot of judges think they can limit citizens from having guns because, oh, they were in jail for this. Yeah, I think they are illegal. I think SJWs are illegal. But what do I know? No. Yeah. That just doesn't make any damn sense. Because you can still have a bow. I mean, do you have any idea what kind of damage you can do to somebody with a fishing pole? How about a leather whip? Yeah. Or a sword. It's getting really ridiculous. I mean, I'm sorry. When did judges become gods? Never, as far as I know. They're still people. Am I right? Or did they ascend to the level of a god. Yeah. Yeah, those are called Molotov cocktails. Lighter fluid and a lighter. Johnny Human Torch. Yeah. Throw a Molotov. What the heck are you two doing? Here, let me show you. Come on. They're playing games. Silly animals. Okay, you done playing? Goofy. Okay, back to my ugly mug. Yeah, that was Buttons, my puppy dog, and Shadow the cat. Yeah, you throw a lit Molotov cocktail at somebody. Hey, ta-da! Like they tried doing to Kyle Rittenhouse. Yeah, that didn't work out for them. Oh, wait. There was one video I saw. Idiot tried doing a Molotov cocktail and lit his own ass on fire. Yeah, I kind of like it. Yeah, we were looking at rings and it caught my eye. I'm not a gold person. I hate gold. It looks so fake. But damn it, I'm bound and determined. One of these days, I'm going gold panning to find real gold, not this garbage they have out there now. But yeah, you'd be surprised the damage a person can do with, hell, anything. 7-Up bottle. How much damage you can do to somebody with one of these? Now, in what manner, I'm not going to say. Yeah, no shit. I'm not tan enough for gold. No, I like silver. And silver is just too much of a pain in the ass to get from nature. But yeah, I just yeah, anything can be used as a weapon. They just don't understand it. Oh, it has to be a bang bang, a pew pew. Yeah, I watched that video of the little faggot shooting an AR-15 for the first time. Oh my God, it gave me PTSD and it hurt my shoulder. Really? It's a fucking 22, asshole. How do I know this? I'm a vet. And anybody else that watches this that is a vet and doesn't realize that the 5.56 is an overpowered 22.3 22 caliber needs his head examined. It's like half the gunpowder of a 308 behind a 22 caliber projectile. Seriously. Who the fuck came up with that idea? That was stupid. Yes. Good old 30 cal. I mean, yes, technically speaking, I am over an hour, but that's okay. Technically speaking, medically speaking, a 22 per year, more people are killed by 22 calibers than any other weapon, firearm wise. I mean, seriously, how many people do you know go on a murder spree with a fucking crossbow or a compound bow? You never hear of it. They don't reach far enough to begin with. Yes, power to punch through a 30. Yep. And why the hell do you think the military's used 30 calibers for ever? Well, I can't say that. Because during the Revolutionary War, we were also using 50 cals. And I don't mean the machine gun. The muzzle loaders, a lot of them were 50 cals, 32 cal, 38, I don't know about 38 cal, but yeah, mainly 50 caliber muzzle loaders. And anybody that wants to say that modern firearms didn't exist when the Constitution was written needs to do their fucking history, because we had a fucking machine gun before this was written. It was called the pickle gun, something like that. Oh, and we had regular rifles. Not exactly the Henry repeater, but damn close. So yes, we did have that shit. Not very widely used because they were a lot more expensive back then compared to a muzzle loader. But yeah, we had them. So, they were there. That's all that matters. It's like saying, there was no such thing as machine guns until the beginning of World War I. Please. Where the fuck do you think they got the idea from? I do believe, now, I believe it was Colt that invented the Gatling gun, which was the originator of every single machine gun we have today. From the pissant 9mm Uzi all the way up to the Modus 50 caliber machine gun. What the fuck is it called? The Mark V? Or whatever the fuck it's called nowadays. The semi-auto / automatic 40mm grenade launcher. Yeah. Actually, it was Colt. Because I remember seeing a video where they came out with an anniversary, I forget how many anniversary day, an anniversary edition of their original Gatling gun, which is hand cranked. Didn't have a trigger. It was hand cranked. Yeah. And it was in 45 caliber. Yeah. You want something that'll stop people? 30 cal. 30 cal, 302 from the British. That's what they used. 30-30, 30-06, 308. Yeah. So yeah, when all these politicians' limits are reached and nothing gets done,
I was
Yeah, him and her were having batting contests going on. It'll be the limit of the people.
You gonna say goodnight soon?
Hmm?
You gonna say goodnight soon?
Yes. And that's why I busted this out. What's the limit? How far are you, the American people, gonna let this go on? What's the limit? When do you say, fuck this shit, we're done?
No.
With all you goddamn crooked politicians.
Watch out. But
There's your limit.
what cat? I don't know. I haven't seen no cat.
Mama. Picking on the kitty cat. But yep. There's your limits. It's facing me. You're
I
not
don't
alone.
give a flying care.
Alright. It's bedtime. I will catch y'all next time I catch y'all. I'm out. Leave a comment. Hit the thumbs up. Catch you later.